2023 ASMR Skin Trisha Paytas and Glow Skin Enhancement. New launch. For the Love of Skin brought this dynamic duo together. Oh my god. I've seen a lot of bad skincare. And over the past 12 years that I've been working in the beauty and aesthetic spaces, I've probably touched and swatched over 10,000 products and formulas. But out of literally everything I've seen, I actually think this is probably the worst of the worst of the worst. Trisha Paytas relaunched her failed skincare brand under a new name with worse packaging and extraordinarily questionable formulations. Back in 2021, she originally launched the Miracle Elixir skincare product, and there was a ton wrong with that.
I'm 33 and I've struggled with acne my entire life. I couldn't get it under control until I found my 7-piece Miracle Paytas Miracle Elixir. In partnership with Charlotte Wilson, founder and CEO of glowskinenhancement.com, we found the Miracle—
Okay, wait. I smell fishy Trishy. After launching Miracle Elixir, she canceled it. That's right, they pulled it off the face of the earth. Well, guess what? Now it's back under a brand new name, but with different products. It's new, but now it's improved. I mean, she's here with this.
One thing that I was so passionate about in these past few years, it has been skincare.
So let's take a little trip down memory lane about what happened previously and why the Miracle Elixir launch was so bad, and why some of the same mistakes are not only being repeated in this new ASMR skincare line, but actually enhanced. Like, this is even worse than before. Did we not learn from our mistakes? Trisha originally launched the Miracle Elixir Trishy Skin back in 2021 with a video that was photoshopped and filtered, and it was basically making fun of Proactive, but you couldn't actually see Trisha's skin. Trisha Paytas is known to not have a skincare routine. Like, she's known to rub food on her face, among other questionable substances, and she's openly admitted to getting expensive chemical treatments, aesthetic peels, and professional care. But yet, after all of these things that she's openly spoken about getting done, she claims that these brand new products are what cleared her skin. She did this original launch with a female-founded brand called Glow Skin Enhancement, who seems like a wonderful esthetician, but based on what ensued, it's questionable whether or not this person is a good chemist. People had many questions and concerns with the product's safety, specifically how it's being packaged. Some people claimed that when they purchased the product for hundreds of dollars, it actually came broken and falling apart in the box. Some people were claiming that the Trishy Skin Miracle Elixir product gave them chemical burns. Trisha Paytas disputes all of that online.
The stories went nowhere because there was absolutely no validity or credit merit to them. It wasn't real, so.
But the owner of Glow Skin Enhancement actually went off on people and apparently got into some internet arguments with people who didn't like the products, which is not a way to handle customer service.
Here's a deleted TikTok from Trisha and her skincare partner addressing the whole situation that happened. Here you go.
Packaging. Sorry, everyone. I wasn't thinking clearly.
I noticed some issues with the ingredient lists not looking like they match regulatory standards. I don't think they're telling us all the ingredients. And it was just expensive AF. Like, ooh, it was bad. It was bad. Well, Trisha Paytas is back with another skincare line, but I don't think we learned from any of these mistakes. As a matter of fact, it has been made worse. So where has Trisha Paytas been this entire time? I don't exactly know, because there have been some extraordinarily harmful things that this individual has said online, but today is not the video to go into that. Apparently she had a baby, and I'm so happy for her because I know that she had been struggling with her infertility for quite some time, and she seems very fulfilled and very happy. She also started an ASMR YouTube channel, which this skincare is, I guess, named after. And Trisha Paytas and Glow Skin Enhancement have told us what the new skincare line ASMR stands for. Apparently it stands for ageless, serum, moisturizer, regrowth, something. There is so much wrong with this. Like, what the— It feels like they just ran out of descriptive adjectives after ageless, and then they just started throwing nouns like serum and moisturizer into the mix. Oh my god. The logo is also just so questionable. It reminds me of either like Malibu Barbie or like copper tone sunscreen. This logo, this logo is like the beauty version of personified Florida man headlines. Like, do you see it? Do you see it? If you're from Florida, like, I love you, but you know the headlines. Like, do you not see it? At least Trisha Paytas doesn't believe in global warming, so at least I guess Florida is safe in her mind.
Do you believe that climate change is an urgent time bomb that we need to face immediately and boldly?
I have no idea what that is.
That's okay.
Climate change?
Climate change? Oh boy. You don't know what climate change is? Man-made climate change? Carbon in the air?
Carbon what? Monoxide or dioxide?
Both. You know that the Earth is warming?
I don't know
You
this.
missed the memo on climate change?
Well, if the logo was bad, the packaging is even worse. This is the most basic OEM-ass manufacturing product packaging I've ever seen. OEM stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer, and this basically means this is exactly what it looked like, packaged from wherever the mass facility was that it was created in. I know that Trish claims that it was made with glow skin enhancement. Again, glow skin enhancement seems like a wonderful business, a wonderful esthetician, but I question the validity of chemistry and whether or not these are custom blended formulas or if these are just white labeled, so bulk packaged formulas put into containers and resold with the little label on it. This is the most OEM you can get. This is the most just put your name on it and resell it you can absolutely get. And it is highly, highly questionable. Like, the packaging got such a downgrade. Even the Miracle Skin Elixir was this gaudy packaging with plastic that I didn't like or endorse either. But now we've traded it for this other gaudy plastic packaging that just looks worse. And look at this little plastic container. This looks like a fanny pack that Barbie would wear on a date with Florida man headlines. Now, even with this new launch, she did promo videos with full makeup on. Again, did we not learn anything from the makeup and the filters the last time? On Instagram, she posted a photo claiming that there were no filters, but she's holding her makeup remover pads, showing how well they work, and there's no makeup on the makeup remover pads. And then the same makeup remover, that's the only product I've really seen her promote is the soap bars and the makeup remover pads. God knows why. These makeup remover pads in a TikTok, she's like, oh, you only need one to remove all of your makeup. And then she proceeds to use 3 to not fully remove all of her makeup.
And you only need one. I used to use like 20 makeup wipes.
Now, when she launched her promotional video as well, you notice there's a really cute photo of her with like some confetti. As according to some tea gossip spill YouTube channel, this was the exact same photo that was used like 5 years ago when Trisha launched a subscription box that had like glitter and like rubber chickens in it. Like, this subscription box failed, but it was like the influencer version of Chanel's abhorrent advent calendar. Remember when Chanel charged $800 for like a bracelet and like a tester size sample of perfume? Yeah. Even when Trisha speaks about how this product cleared her acne, she shows her acne from years and years and years ago, before hormonal changes from pregnancy, you know, before these chemical peels that she got from Glow Skin Enhancement, which seem very legitimate. And then she's just like, this brand new skincare line that's new, but it's also improved. It just fixed my skin. Now, she's doing this launch again with Glow Skin Enhancement, and there still seem to be some issues with customer service. As according to videos that Trisha has posted, apparently the reason that the old skincare line failed wasn't because of the pricing or the bad packaging or the regulatory issues or, you know, anything else. It was haters didn't want to see me succeed.
Like, let's not let the haters win.
Whatever. Apparently the hate was bad, which I could probably understand based on the quality of the product. But remember, critiquing a product is different than critiquing a person. But apparently Trish was unhappy with the feedback that was received, and apparently the owner of Glow Skin Enhancement was as well. Trish claims that they were collectively harassed. I don't know whether or not that's true, and I do not want to minimize it if it did happen. But knowing that things went so bad last time, why this time were fake reviews allowed to be posted to the website with no login necessary and no verified purchase necessary? That's right. When this new ASMR Ageless Rewind Skin Face Serum brand launched, people were able to comment on the website without even making a purchase, without even logging in. And unfortunately, this did lead to something that I think is horrible. I guess people were posting photos of Trish, either from her Twitter or from her OnlyFans, in suggestive poses or attire. And that's absolutely not okay. Obviously, we all know that. Trish claimed it was RP, and we're not talking about the RPMs on our automobile tires. She's talking about other stuff, which I think it is excessive to call it that. And although I have no doubt that that was emotionally distressing and terrible, I don't know if it really was at the extent to Trish is saying that it was. But again, those reviews have been pulled, so okay. The whole question is, if the last time things went bad because haters were gonna hate, why aren't we fixing that this time around? Why are we doing it with the same person? Again, not only making some of the same mistakes, but adding new ones in. Like, even with the customer service and people yelling at each other online, like, where is the fixing of the problem? The website is even worse. The formatting is all off. There are literally unfinished sentences. Like, I don't know who wrote this. I don't think it was Trish, and I don't think it's even the owner of Glow Skin Enhancement. When you hear her speak and operate, like, she's an intelligent, beautiful woman, and Trish as well. Like, she knows how to formulate sentences. She says some very questionable things, which I have a conspiracy about that we're going to talk about, but she can form a sentence. What is this text copy? Like, it just makes me wonder, like, did they outsource the website development to the same OEM manufacturer that got the product packaging and the logo done? Trish has said in videos, hold on to the seat of your pants because we've got some exciting announcements. A new product is launching at the start of every month. No, we don't need a new product at the start of every month.
And just you wait, there's a whole bunch more coming.
Like, they've already got an eye cream, a questionable skincare oil. Look at the names of some of these. Like, I can't. We've got Tingles Vitamin Mist. We've got Malibu Sunrise Day Cream. Okay, so I wasn't far off with Malibu Barbie and like Florida Man going on a date. We've got Trish Day. Why would you call your product Trish Day? What does this mean? We have Eye Miracle benefits. Glow in the Night serum. Sounds like a nightlight. Malibu Sunset Night Cream. They give you a day routine and a night routine. At least they're giving us some ingredients for these. But again, I absolutely question if this is even correct. For example, the Tingles Vitamin Mist, the first ingredient is listed as a collagen booster. That is not an INCI approved name. What is a collagen booster? And they're saying it's the ingredient number 1, which means it takes up the bulk of the product. Normally, water is the universal solvent, aqua. We see that in all products. Sometimes that's switched out for something like aloe vera. But here they're saying the collagen booster is first. Then they're saying distilled water, then sodium hyaluronate, salicylic acid. I don't believe any of this. And based on what this website is saying about the ingredients, maybe these ingredients are included at some point, but it doesn't make sense. Even the Malibu Sunrise Day Cream, the first ingredient listed is algae extract. It should be water. It should be, like, if it's an actual day cream and when you look at the formula, it looks like some sort of a moisturizer, it should have glycerin or propanediol or shea butter, all those things that we normally talk about. Cocoa caprylic triglyceride. There is shea butter down here, but it's after algae and after cholesterol. I don't believe this. There's fragrance in these lines. There's Glow in the Night Miracle Serum. The first ingredient listed is glycolic acid. If that's true, then this product would have over 50% glycolic acid, which could not be sold on retail shelves. That is, you have to have a license to get that. As someone with the license to get that, I would know. I am so confused here. Only the ASMR Eye Miracle lists water as a first ingredient. I am just so confused. And the worst part is that they've also got this Miracle Bar soap. All of the promo videos, Trisha's holding up 2 products and it's this bar soap and these makeup removing wipes that don't remove the makeup. I'm just like, what is going on? It's selling for $179 for this. $179. Now the website says that it's on sale, and this was also something that another YouTuber called out, but when you look at the website, it constantly says like 6 people have purchased it within the last hour, 3 people purchased within the last hour. And they were saying every time they refresh, the number changes. Well, your little data scientist here actually went into the code, and when you look, JavaScript, yeah, it's programmed in to just refresh. Websites do this. It's literally front-end web development in browser because it's JavaScript. JavaScript is different than Java. Yeah. It is very scammy. It is very dishonest. But again, these are the things that just add to this list of have we not learned from our mistakes? There are so many bad skincare lines out there that are terrible for your skin. From things like St. Ives apricot scrubs to questionable OEM things that are sold on like Alibaba that yes, I bought and tried on my face once. If you haven't seen that video, you should definitely watch it. But I actually think this line is worse. Then there are even immoral lines, like people who have lied to their audiences, people like Jeffree Star who have questionable backgrounds, who have launched products. But I actually think out of literally everything that I have seen and been traumatized by, okay, I wasn't traumatized, but I mean, some of these things have thrown me for a loop and grinded my gears and pushed my buttons. Out of all of the shit that has been put onto the market, I really think that this ASMR Renewal Regrowth Serum Trishy Skin Miracle Elixir products, these have got to be some of the worst. And it's the worst because of the execution of this, but also because of the intention. This is such a blatant cash grab that I look at this and I say, does Trish not know what she's doing? And that brings me into a skincare conspiracy theory about Trisha Paytas trolling on purpose, but actually being immoral and dishonest, but somewhat business savvy in monetizing outrage, as a Medium article put it. You see, Trish has kind of leaned into being an internet troll.
Ryan. David, I don't care if Ryan murdered his entire family. He is like a son to me.
And it's to the point where this individual has said some absolutely horrendous things about mental health communities, about gender identity, about people of certain religions and backgrounds, about race. She has said some absolutely terrible things. And although we're not going to go into that, it is very clear that she almost plays dumb to get a reaction and then uses this manufactured ignorance as a way to get away with things. Stirring up this drama gets her views and attention, which she is then able to monetize. Even when Trish was doing the H3H3 podcast with Ethan, she would say things such as, I don't know what global warming is, even when years ago she did.
Global warming is a hoax.
Or she would say things such as, I didn't know dogs had brains. But one YouTuber, Ryan Beard, found videos of her where she claimed that she was actually studying genetics in college. And you can't study genetics and get through basic biology without knowing that dogs have brains. And this really brings up these questions in my mind of, does Trish know exactly what she's doing and just not care because she is able to monetize off of this outrage? Does she know that the more promotional videos she does, where she doesn't fully remove her makeup with the one thing that she says will remove her makeup, will get people talking about this? I mean, look at the Kardashians. When the Kardashians pretend to fake wash their face with a filter on it, people call it out and talk about it. Look at what I'm doing right now. I'm talking about it. Is this all by design? Is this exactly what this individual wants? Like, I really wonder if she's trying to capitalize on this. I mean, she's basically the poster child for eating Tide Pods, and she thinks that we would go to her for skincare advice. And that's where I don't know if she's like intelligent and just parading behind this mask to make money, or there may be some other, deep things going on here that we are not privy to because we cannot see what's happening behind the scenes and behind the screen. But this makes me wonder if it's kind of like a game or a joke to her, or similar to Paris Hilton's persona. I guess Paris Hilton has spoken about some very traumatic experiences that she's been through and how she kind of leans into the dumb blonde stereotype as a way to cope with what she's been through. Is Trisha doing and monetizing the exact same thing and just not upset about the repercussions and the words that she says, that really hurt people and that really spread false narratives, all for the sake of making money? I've never spent a substantial amount of time with her in person, and I've never really gotten the opportunity to know her. But when I look at this and I look at mistakes not only being repeated, but new, egregious mistakes being added in, it just makes me wonder if this is all on purpose or all by design. Did she do it again because she wants to make money? And this is where I think it's so important to kind of peel the curtain away behind the industry. I don't think you clicked on this literal video thinking, oh my gosh, should I buy this product from Trish? I don't think that was your mindset. And I don't think it's any of our mindsets. And that's why I'm wondering, how are any of these even selling? But it does make me question, is this just another way to incite drama or outrage on the internet in order to capitalize on it? Because if you look at the skincare industry, it is so hard to compete. There are so many brands out there, great brands, good brands, but even in the good brands and great brands and even the mediocre brand space, there is so much competition. It is so insanely hard to compete. But if you pull a Rebecca Black Friday, if you create something that is so incredibly terrible, is that what's going to get all of the traction? Are people going to hate watch Rebecca Black's Friday video and end up finding out that she's actually really smart and it was done by design? Is this Trisha's trolling version of that with actual product that goes on people's faces and can cause substantial amounts of harm, especially if it's 50% glycolic acid? Peel away the curtains of the industry. Look at the motives behind this. And hopefully this is like an exercise as well to kind of tease things apart and think about when these brands are marketing something to you or when these people are trying to sell you something. What exactly is happening behind the scenes? And I think that even when Trish first launched the Miracle Elixir, we were looking at it and we were like, are you for real? But like, it takes the second time for us to really see those patterns and kind of untangle them. And I know Trish is not the only person who's done things like this. I think that the way these social media algorithms work is obviously the more views this video has, the better it's going to do. But the more people watch the full video, the better it's going to do. The more comments, engagements, and shares, the better the video is going to do. But you see, there could be comments, engagements, shares, views, and retention because you really are learning from this and enjoying it and finding it interesting, or a post could have all of this engagement because it's terrible, it's horrendous, it's outrageous, it's disturbing. And that's why we see a lot of negative things going viral. Look at news headlines. You notice how news headlines are almost always pessimistic? Very rarely are they positive. Well, it's because negativity triggers us emotionally. The amygdala, the fear part of our brain, gets activated. And in a social media world where views and engagement is seen as positive, that makes things go viral, even if they aren't necessarily valuable. So every time that Trish says that global warming isn't real or says something abhorrent towards a religious group or towards a gender group, it takes off and she gets the attention that she's most likely looking for because of that outrage. And I think this skincare brand and how we've repeated mistakes and made even worse mistakes is a perfect example of that, which is also kind of the moral of this story. And I mean, what this means for you is be aware of what you're consuming, be aware of the undercurrents behind them, and like, this needs to be fixed, right? I've said this all the time, but going viral is not the same thing as providing value. Social media platforms are maybe trying, but like, things need to get better. Any ideas on how we can actually measure value or like audience sentiment as opposed to just likes and clicks and shares? Because again, something can go viral for being terrible versus going viral because it was actually providing value or making someone feel better or doing something good. All of this to be said, don't buy Trisha Skin's ASMR Miracle Elixir. I need coffee. All right, I hope stay hydrated, but not with Trisha Skin. Reapply your sunscreen. Did she come out with the sunscreen this time? Last time they had a very questionable sunscreen that I doubt even had a sunscreen in it. Be beautiful, both inside and out, and don't try to monetize outrage on the internet, and try not to even buy into it when you see it. Okay? Love you, beautiful butterflies. I'm gonna just think about all of this, and I can't wait to see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.